Live only on The Zone. Usyk versus Dubois, July 19th. He silenced Britain's best. Usyk, the undisputed king, fighting to keep his crown. But now, the dynamite is ready to explode. Dubois is set to make boxing history. The hopes of a nation on his shoulders. July 19th, hear Wembley roar for the heavyweight fight of the year. All the belts are on the line. Usyk versus Dubois 2. Buy now at thezone.com.
This is Kugan Cassius for IFLTV. Delighted to be joined by Mr. Dave Allen. What the fuck are you eating?
Starving.
What are you eating? What is it?
Not sure. Yeah, been starving. Got home really late last night. I was up early to finish my tour sport duties for the week, and didn't get to eat much. I've been really, really busy actually, so it's done me a favour.
You look so tired.
Yeah, pretty tired. Yeah, been a long week to be honest. Yeah, a lot of travelling and a lot of work and that, but I've really enjoyed it. It's been good.
Well, look, I know I spoke to you yesterday at the Box Fest event where you were swarmed by fans.
Yeah.
Good event there. Shout out Gold Star. Um, but yeah, last night, what a stunning win for Alexander Usyk.
Oh, I thought it was amazing. He was brilliant, wasn't he? Because Dubois, I didn't think Dubois was good last night. I thought he was beaten before he got in the ring.
Why did you think that before he got in the ring? Why?
He just looked so tense, and he got hit with a few jabs early. Took him out, just really kind of put him in a shell. You know, like when Joshua boxed Dubois, Joshua's hands was in a weird position, like there was below his chin, there was like on his chest, and Dubois was doing the same. Dubois was like plodding forward. He never looked dangerous last night. I didn't think Dubois. He didn't really look at the races. The corner was a bit of a shambles. It was mad. There's about 25 people sat in his corner. Don Charles got in the ring for the first round to give some advice. Daniel wasn't even looking at Don. He was looking at the ring at his dad. So I think it all went wrong for him. I don't think he'd beat Usyk. I don't think he'd ever beat Usyk. He's not. He isn't good enough to beat a man of Usyk's caliber, and he hasn't. And stylistically, it's a bad fight for him. But it didn't go right for him from the opening bell. He got caught with a few jabs. He got made to miss, and I think the panic set in. I think he panicked, and he got well beat in the end. He got well beat.
I mean, look, prior to yesterday, obviously 90 odd thousand people at Wembley, undisputed, four belts, etc. And everyone was kind of willing, not everyone, but a lot of people willing Daniel Dubois based on current form to kind of pull this off. But yeah, I think it kind of highlighted that this generational talent in Alexander Usyk has been so far and possibly will be unbeatable.
Yeah, I was giving Daniel a chance. I was like maybe even siding with Daniel till the fight got close. And when the fight got close, I just thought Dubois will never beat Usyk. Could never. He could never. And Dubois is a very good fighter, but I was thinking of Usyk's age and stuff, and is he on the decline? There was no. And then the closer it got, I just thought there's no sign of it. It's all right being old. It's all right being out of the ring. It's all right having hard fights, but we haven't seen the decline. And Dubois, tactically, it was all wrong. It was Dubois was poor. I thought it was really poor. Usyk obviously helped. You know, he aided that cause of looking poor. But Dubois really, I was disappointed. You know, he had to watch Usyk. He wanted to become undisputed. But with Dubois, put him in with your Millers, your Hergovics, your big lumps that are strong and it's hard. He'll handle them. But a bit of thought, a bit of craft, a bit of speed. Dubois, he looked lost.
When you look at kind of those previous opponents in Joshua and Fury, that Joshua had a much better second fight than he did a first fight. Tyson Fury's second fight with Usyk was a lot closer than the first fight. Fury's adamant that he still won that second fight. When you look at Dubois' situation, obviously the controversy of the low blow kind of took over that from Poland a couple of years ago. But yeah, last night it seems evident that kind of Usyk had his number from the off.
Yeah, it's difficult. I don't want to take anything away from Usyk. I think he's one of the best fighters ever. Anyway, I think he'll go down as a pound for pound great. But just going back to Dubois, I don't know. I was so disappointed. Just thought it was a weird performance. He didn't do anything correct, and it wasn't technically correct. It wasn't. It wasn't even. I don't know. It was weird. It was really weird. But Usyk was amazing. He was just too clever for him. Way too clever. Way too clever. The ball was pushing forward, and every time he threw, he was throwing a jab, and Usyk was parrying it with his lead hand and moving out to the right. And Daniel, he wasn't even trying to cut him off. Just trying to double jab backhand. If you can't land one jab, you're not going to land two in the right hand. It's just impossible. So I was just watching. I was sat with Gareth and Spencer Oliver, and after about 30 seconds, I just said, "Look, it's only going one way. This ain't going to last very long either." So I don't know. You have to give Usyk all the credit and all the praise. At 38, doing what he's doing is amazing. He can do a bit of everything as well. He came in last night to do a job, and he did it. Didn't come to box last night. He came to get that man out of there, and he did. So, I've spent the last 10 minutes saying Dubois was poor, but realistically, I should be giving all the praise to Usyk.
Right. Well, look, just to kind of finish up on what does Usyk need to do now? I mean, he doesn't need to do anything. I mean, it's sort of Joseph Parker, obviously, who I think is well in line to have a shot again at the world title, 100%. Joseph Parker. So we'll see how that situation pans out. But for Alexander Usyk, when you look at kind of the top three heavyweights, obviously not including yourself, Dave, the top three heavyweights, which people would say from Britain are Fury, Joshua, and Dubois.
Yeah.
He's got 6 wins over them. I mean, it's absolutely fucking phenomenal. What left is there really, apart from money and apart from maybe a fight with Parker, etc.
Yeah.
Look, they're talking about Moses Atama, etc. Apart from all this, like, what's left really for him to do again?
Yeah, you take them 6 wins, they're 6 brilliant wins. Yeah, you have to add in Maris Bradis.
Yeah.
He boxed Bradis when Bradis was really, really good as well. Bradis has given him his hardest fight as well. Beating Michael Hunter, beat Gassiev. He's only had 24 fights as well. I say only, but he's only had 24.
Zora, Tony Bellew.
Yeah, like it's an unbelievable resume, really. Then you add in his amateur credentials as well. He's one of the greatest fighters of all time. He could stop today and go down as probably. You have to argue he's the best heavyweight and cruiserweight of all time, and he's in the argument. I'd put him up there with the Leonards, the Ray Robinsons. You have to. He's done everything. He's done it 2 different ways as well. He's incredible. I think. And now, like Josie Parker, yeah, Parker deserves a world title shot, of course. So does Caballel, in my opinion. But what do they add, really? They don't really add anything apart from a few more quid, and he's got enough. As for Atama, if Atama boxes Usyk next, there's no care for that young man's career, really. Atama's incredible, and he could prove to be every bit as good as they think he is, but you wouldn't take that risk. You don't go from the level he's at to watch Alexander Usyk. He hasn't even beat Dylan White yet. Let's not write Dylan White off so easily, but the Atama talk is preposterous. That's the level of madness I think it is. They shouldn't even be in the same breath right now.
What next for Dubois then? A little bit of a regroup, reset, and a little bit.
And one other thing as well, by the way, madly enough, as I was Googling how old Lennox Lewis was last night, did you know there's 18 years between Atama and Usyk? There's only 21 years between Usyk and Lennox Lewis. This is Alexander Usyk's era. If he finishes now and he has 1 or 2 more, great. This is his era.
Hold on. Repeat that.
So Atama's 20, Usyk's 38, 18 years. Usyk's 38, Lennox Lewis is 59, that's 21 years. There's only 3-year difference in the age gap.
Right, okay. I just said to.
So,
you said.
This is Usyk's era. Let Atama do his thing. Let him box Dylan White. Get past Dylan White. Have a few more fights. Usyk's gone, Fury's gone, Joshua's gone. Itama can have his own little era. He can fight out with Leo Tang and Jalavov and all these other guys. I would hate to see Usyk Tama. I really don't want to see it. Dubois, yes, Dubois. You have to match him. You have to match him with the right opponents. You have to match him. I'd watch Dubois fight. I'd watch Dubois fight. Every fight is exciting, but he beat Hergovich, Miller, Joshua, and we all thought, wow, he's improved. And I think he has improved with age. I think he has matured a little bit, definitely physically. But he could have beat them 2 or 3 years ago as well. I think when he first watched Usyk, he could have beat them. It's a style thing, Anyone that'll stand in front of Dubois, they'll punch holes in you. But Usyk's not there to be it. So Dubois now probably needs a good rest, and probably needs to decide if he wants to box as well. I think. Does he really need to box? He's a multi-millionaire. No.
That's
And let me tell
crazy.
you why. Because that's 3 times now he's sat it out. And you might say that's unfair, but he's sat it out 3 times now. Last night, compared to Joyce and the Usyk fight, he definitely sat. No, it's the truth.
Dave. He's 27 years old, right?
No, but he's sat down he's sat out 3 times now.
All right. Okay. Well, listen. Whatever opinion about that is.
If I trained an amateur boxer, who was 14, and 3 times he went down and could have got back up and he didn't, I'd say, mate, pack it in. He's a multi-millionaire. I'm not saying he should pack it in, and he definitely punched my head in. But what I'm saying is, he has all that money. I watched Dubois and I think he's an amazing fighter, but does he really want to do it? Is he doing it for himself? That's how I feel watching him. Sometimes I feel like, does he even want to be here? Is he doing it just because he's good? Is he doing it to please someone else? That's how I feel when I watch him. Do you think I'm wrong?
No, but I disagree with your comments about kind of at the age of 27, arguably he's not even hit his peak yet, right? And you're referring to the fights against Joyce and 2 fights against Alexander Usyk, yes?
Yes, but why keep throwing the kid in if he does he really want to be there though? Do you think he really wants to box?
All right, that's not even for you, let alone me to answer.
I'm asking you the question. I'm telling you, what do you think?
People said years ago that you should retire.
Yeah, 100%.
Look where you are now. Look where you are now. It's not for us to say. I can't comment on that, Dave. I didn't mean that kind of rudely, but I can't comment on that. And I don't think anyone else can, apart from the people that are either closest to him that know him really well or him himself. But he's 27 years old. 27.
Of course he is. But what I'm saying is, I see all the stuff online, and like, you have to question it. He seems like a really, really nice man as well. But sometimes I watch him and I just think, is he in love with the game? I didn't feel like he enjoyed last night, and I watched it and I felt for him a little bit because it was hard. And yeah, I've been there myself. I've quit a few times. It's hard, and you think, do I really want to be here? It's like the Anthony Joshua thing years ago when I said go on an island and retire. That's what I would have done. If I had £10 million now, I'd fuck off. You'd never see me again. I'd be 50 stone. That's what I'm saying. But I've never been world champion. I'm not like these guys. But what I'm saying is,
Dave, you're qualified to give your opinion on this. I don't think anyone else who isn't a fighter is really qualified to give that. But you are. Listen, you're in the game, and you kind of see things that probably.
And you know what? It comes from a good place. I'm not coming from a horrible place.
No. I get that. Totally.
I think he's a brilliant fighter. But when I watched him last night, I was watching him in the corner. He was looking around at his dad and looking for any kind of advice, any kind of comfort. And I know he's at the top of his game and it's hard, but I watched it and I felt fucking terrible watching him. And like just looking around in the corner, I thought, yeah, not nice though, is it? I'm compassionate, me.
We know that.
I watched the fight in the night. 2 rounds had gone by and this kid got battered for 2 rounds. I thought I'd pull him out, me. So it is what it is. That's just how I am. That's my opinion of it.
All right. Well, look, and I spoke to you yesterday at the Box Fest about your kind of, your next move. How long before we find out what that move is?
I'm not sure, mate, to be honest. I don't know. I await for an Instagram DM off Eddie.
I'm waiting for an interview with Eddie today, actually.
That's literally all I wait for.
I'm going to ask him about you before I even ask him about last night.
I think, I think there's a lot of possibilities. Things change all the time. 10 years ago, even 6, 7 years ago, I was mad. I'd be messaging him, Eddie, what is going off? What is going off? Whereas now it's like, Ed, can we do this? Can I box Anthony Joshua, please? Can I do this? I ask him all sorts of bad stuff. I think I do his head in actually, but I don't know what's next really. I don't know. I'm not sure. Bigger and harder task than the Johnny Fisher fight. So like what I was saying about the Dubois thing, I've got questions to answer as well because I'm going to be in deep again at some point, and I look forward to it as I sit here on my sofa eating chips. I look forward to it, but once the going gets tough, I guess we'll see. I've still got a lot of questions to answer myself as well. So whatever's next, I'm looking forward to, and I think it'll be October.
Okay. In Sheffield?
I believe so. But you never know, it changes all the time. I'm meant to box here, there, I'm meant to box him and him. It's never ending, the changes.
All right, well, listen, when you do have any kind of relevant news, then let us know and we can reconvene. But thank you very much for your time today. Have you got
I
anything?
appreciate it. No, yeah, I just want to. I hope people don't watch it and think I'm being unfair with what I'm saying about Dubois. I got so much stick when I said it about Joshua, but it don't come from a place of like he's no good or he's this and that. I just hate to see. I've been there, me. I've jacked it myself because it was too hard. And
But you've come back. That's the main point. That
yeah,
you've
there's
come
nothing.
back.
There's nothing worse to see. I'm overly compassionate, me. That's my problem in life. That's why I never really got on too far with anything because I was too soft. But he was poor last night, but I hope he's all right. And also, Usyk's unbelievable, isn't he? I couldn't believe how good he was.
He's
He was
unbelievable.
really good. And I thought Louis Edmondson won as well. I want to put that out because I was
I'd like to
really
watch that fight
shocked.
again. It was a very close fight with Lapin. I've got to say, it was a very.
I didn't think it was. I didn't think
was
it
a
was. I
close
think the
fight.
scorecards could have been close, but I thought Edmondson was a clear winner.
By how many rounds did you think?
I thought he won 6 rounds. I thought you couldn't give him any less than 6.
That's wide. I didn't have it that close.
Really?
6 rounds.
6-4. I had it 6-4, so he won by 2 points.
Oh,
I
6.
couldn't give.
Okay,
I couldn't give
6-4.
Lappin 5 rounds. If you can't give him 5 rounds, how can he
I
win
thought
the
it was
fight?
close. I'd like to. I'm going to rewatch everything today, and I thought. I'm not going to say it's a robbery, but there was a good shout for either or a draw. There was. It was a close fight. I felt it was a close fight.
Coley was good as well.
Yeah, I think
Coley
it's a
was
brainer because obviously, but a Coley is.
I thought it was. Yeah, I thought
we
Coley
know
was
what
good.
he is. Is that awkward fighter that no one really wants to fight. So
I thought it was good. I thought it was
did
really
you
good.
fight a
Actually.
Coley?
No, no. He's a bad style for me. He just wants to tie me up in that.
That style matchup. Yeah, I get that.
Oh, terrible.
He's so awkward.
Terrible. That's what I like. But I tell the truth, or even if it's not the truth, it's my opinion. It's my opinion. I guess it's not the truth. It's my opinion. But I ain't boxing him. No way.
Dave Allen, thank you very much for your
Right,
time.
thank you, mate. Thank
And
you.
I've got an interview with Peter Fury actually, due very soon.
Yeah.
So yeah, appreciate your time. When you've got news, let me know.
I will let you all know. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Live only on DAZN, he silenced Britain's best. Usyk, the Brit breaker, but now the dynamite is ready to explode. One night, one shot at Undisputed. Usyk versus Dubois 2, July 19th. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.